I wanted to go see the Minecraft movie. I don't have any attachment to the Minecraft franchise at all, so why did I want to see this movie? Well, I'll be honest, I saw a video of people throwing popcorn and going crazy over a certain scene, and although I knew it was probably over exaggerated, I just got really curious. Also, I wanted to answer this question for myself. Could the Minecraft movie be a good movie even if I know nothing about Minecraft? I'm gonna go watch the movie and I'm gonna give it an honest review. So after I got off work, I headed to the movie theater to check it out. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect. Are there really gonna be people going crazy and throwing popcorn everywhere? And then I heard the girl taking the tickets explain something that kind of shocked me. So I just heard the ticket taker girl tell some people that their seats were broken earlier today and that they'd have to switch their seats. They couldn't sit with their friends. That's not a good sign. So if people had literally just broken chairs earlier in the day, how crazy was this showing going to get? The theater I went to was completely packed. So if I was going to get drenched with soda and popcorn, well, I guess I should just accept my fate. But anyway, I ended up watching the movie and, well, here's my honest thoughts about it. And then I'm going to recap the movie a little bit and give my reactions and thoughts on some certain scenes. But the quick, short review is, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's mid, you know? I did enjoy my time watching it, but at the same time, I don't think the story was good. Was the acting good? No, I don't think it was. I really like Jack Black, and yeah, it kind of brought me back to my childhood a little bit. So the movie starts with Jack Black, and he plays the character Steve, which Steve is the main character in Minecraft. He's actually the playable character in Smash Brothers. And I don't know if Jack Black does a good job portraying him because I don't know how deep of a character Steve really is. He may have no character in the game or he may have a lot of character. I don't really know. But Jack Black brings his Jack Black A game to this role because, well, he's just playing himself. Jack Black kind of plays himself in every movie he's in. And, I don't really mind. I know a lot of people get upset when actors just play themselves in every movie they're in. But I kind of give Jack Black a pass because his persona is so fun. And I really loved Nacho Libre and School of Rock growing up. So, not to mention, I'm a big fan of Tenacious D. So, I can't really be mad at Jack Black for just being Jack Black. I did notice that when the movie opened up that this was directed by Jared Hess, which is freaking awesome because, like I mentioned, Nacho Libre, Napoleon Dynamite, those were some of my favorite movies growing up. And that's kind of the reason why watching this movie kind of brought me back to being a kid again. I'm not the target audience for this movie, but I feel like if I was a lot younger, like a young teen, this movie would be freaking awesome to me. Just like Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre were to me back in the day. Okay, but anyway, let's talk about what actually happens in this movie now. Jack Black, he longs for the mines as a kid. He grows up, becomes a doorknob salesman, and he realizes that, that he can just go back and work in the mines. So that's what he does. It's a super silly premise, and yeah, right away I'm like, okay, this movie is not taking itself seriously at all, so there's no reason for me to take anything seriously. So already I'm like, all right, let's just have fun watching this movie. He goes and transports himself to the Minecraft world, and there he meets a wolf named Dennis, which is adorable, and they go on adventures together, and eventually they get in this dark world where these pigs are there, and I don't know, are the pigs like the main enemies in Minecraft? I don't remember seeing these guys in anything before this movie. Now, I've seen the zombies and stuff, and I've seen the skeletons, but I don't remember seeing pig people. Maybe, I don't really know. Anyway, the main bad guy of this is a pig sorceress, and she wants to take the orb, which is actually a cube, which is kind of funny because everything's in this world is a cube, but they still call it an orb. Okay. And so Jack Black gives the orb to his wolf friend, and he sends him back to the real world while Jack Black gets captured. I like how I'm calling him Jack Black and not Steve because he it's Jack Black. I can't think of him as anything else, you know. Anyway, in the real world, we're introduced to these siblings, Henry and Natalie, that moved to Chuglas, Ohio, which is a hilarious name. Is Chuglas a real city? I don't know. Anyway, also Jason Momoa's character is pretty entertaining in this. I'd say him and Jack Black really do carry this film. Jason Momoa plays Garrett the garbage man who owns a video game store, but he's not doing well. He's about to get evicted, and he needs to come up with money, right? So that's his role, and he gets involved because he goes to a storage auction, which he thinks there's an Atari in there, which is hilarious because there's actually not. It's just an empty box, and he ends up getting this Minecraft cube and orb. The one that Dennis had taken back to the real world, which Jack Black had originally left the orb underneath his bed. So I guess because he never came back to the real world, they just took all the stuff out of his house, put it in a storage shed, and then sold it. Okay. And yeah, so he meets the kids, and then also the kids' realtor gets involved, and then they end up going to the Minecraft world and meeting up with Steve, and then they get trapped there, and then they try to make their way back. That's basically the story in a nutshell. Let's be honest, there's not much of a story here. Yeah. Jennifer Coolidge actually had a really awkward but also funny appearance in this, where she's just kind of like this divorced vice principal, and then she runs over this villager that comes out of the Minecraft world, and there's just this awkwardness of where she's just kind of like flirting with him, taking him out to dinner, and he just doesn't have much of a reaction at all, other than just like yeah, oh. It all pays off though at the end during the end credit scene. I thought that was hilarious, but the story's not great. So yeah, I feel like the movie was a lot of fun. I liked the CGI animation. I thought, at first I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but it actually kind of grew on me. I thought the villain was kind of funny, especially the General Chungus was pretty hilarious. The chicken jockey. Okay, let's talk about the chicken jockey. I don't understand why this is so hilarious and people go crazy over it. Like I said, I don't know much about the game, so it's just like a young zombie on a chicken, and people are losing their minds over it. I don't get it, but it also is kind of funny. My theater did not throw popcorn, thankfully. People did start screaming and cheering, though. And I was kind of worried. I was like, okay, I'm going to brace myself because I might get drenched in soda and stuff. But no, for the most part, nobody threw anything. And I'm very thankful for that. Also, I'm not sure. I think I may have actually enjoyed this movie more so than actual Minecraft fans. And the reason why that is because, well, there was a lot of young people there, teens, and they were just kind of talking amongst themselves. I can hear a lot of them talking throughout the movie. And they were saying certain things at certain scenes that I didn't really get because like I said, I've never played the game. I know the Enderman is a playable skin in Super Smash Brothers, so I'm assuming it's like an enemy. They kind of build it up in Jack Black's. So Jack Black kind of builds it up as like a very powerful character. He talks about how he got an Ender Pearl, and the only way he got it was by defeating an Enderman. And I heard a bunch of people after he said that saying, they're not even hard to defeat. They're really easy to defeat. They're super easy to fight. What is he talking about? Which is kind of funny to me because had they not said that, I wouldn't have known that. And of course, Jack Black singing. I think he has like 3 or 4 songs in this movie. I love it. I like it when Jack Black gets to sing in things because I feel like it's just him being himself and the directors just let it happen. He does have a moment in Nacho Libre where he sings a song, and I just love that moment as well. Also in the Mario movie as Bowser, he gets a song. So I think this is just the new norm for Jack Black, where if he gets cast in a movie, he's going to sing. Let him do it. He's good. Also, why do all the villagers look like Squidward? I mean, do they all really look like that in the game? It's just kind of a weird look. I did enjoy it for what it is, and it's just an advertisement for the game. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of makes me want to try the game out. I've always had this respect for Minecraft because, well, Steve made it into Smash Brothers. And I kind of feel like if you're good enough to make it into Smash Brothers, especially as a non-Japanese property, that means you're a good game. And I know Minecraft is one of the best-selling video games of all time, so even though I've never really taken the time to play it myself, I do got to give it props. A lot of people are in love with this game. But anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think about the movie. I want to know what the real Minecraft fans have to say. Do you think the movie's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you not care? As a non-Minecraft fan, I thought it was a fun movie, but I can admit that it has its flaws. Thanks again for listening, and subscribe if you want to. All right, take care.